Hi, Ralph. Well, here's your new Aston. I'm going to take it for a quick road test to bless it. I hope it likes Germany. I'm sure you're going to like it. I appreciate the trust you've had in us, buying it sight unseen. And it's not really terrible out since it does rain in England as well. So it's just misting. So I hope you like the final road test, and I will be right back to you from inside the car. Okay, well, it is cold. We did bring it up from the basement, but it is essentially a cold start. The lights are on. Remember, there's the tack. It either works like that, or we can just rev it up to 15 volts and it'll start working as well. It's inherent in the Astons. That's just the way they are, whether you like it or not. So we did the AC. There is a winter-summer switch which will turn the compressor on. You must have the lever right off the off switch. There's a little detent. If it is not off of that, it will not be cold. And obviously, it's extremely easy to make it warm. There you go. And this will move the levers, which basically don't do a whole hell of a lot because it is an Aston Martin, and let's just say that's all vacuum controlled, and it was a hand-built car and is a hand-built car. So they've got their little nuances. Your horn is on the side of the steering wheel. There's a horn switch for a town and country. Your hazard switch. Your interior lights. Right, that's heated rear screen. This is rear fog lights, which it doesn't have because this series did not have rear fog lights. This is a dead switch in case you want to hook something else up. Your fog lights, you turn the knob in and push in and the fog lights will be on. They do not go on with the headlights because they are fog lights, so if it's foggy out, they spread a wider outlook on the lighting. What else can I tell you? It needs a little bit of fuel, but we're not going to put any in because it's supposed to go into the container without being full. So you'll see when we corner, you'll see the fuel light come on and off. Here it is in neutral. As you can see, it is not warmed up. The oil and the water have not come up yet. Oil pressure is great. We're driving it extremely mellow. I can show you it's telescopic, so that's good. So make sure you tighten this because in many cases people have been scared when all of a sudden it is loose. They hit a bump and the steering wheel moves. It will not come off because it does have a bolt. The clock is working. We do not have it set at the moment, but it is working. These are your windows. She goes up, she goes down. She goes up, she goes down. Of course, that's only if it's a Italian car. She's go up, she's go down. You have covers for your fog lights, your book, your map light in case you want to look at something. You have to always make sure that's all the way back or it will stay on and drain the battery. This car is one of the first cars that had an electric driver's mirror, which is the clicking that you hear. So otherwise it would have had a manual chrome mirror. Everything is working. We're going to actually turn this off because it is cold now in here. It is 13,000 miles from new. I have known this car for a long, long, long while. I've owned a lot of Aston V8s. This is about as close as I think you will ever get to a brand new V8 from the 70s. Tracks well, brakes well. We're going to do a couple of quick flybys because it's not raining at the moment so that you can see it from the outside. Well, I hope you like the flybys. It is lovely, really lovely. And I hope you enjoy her as well. So it is a little slippery out. Let's see as we accelerate. I think she will be happy. Very, very happy. I also wanted to tell you that the choke is really there for US emissions. The factory noted that you shouldn't use it. There's this process to start Weber carburetors, cold and hot. And you can always give me a call and we can discuss that process. While we're driving it, I can tell you the starting procedure when the car is cold is to turn the key to the on position. Don't start it. Let the fuel pump click over a little bit. Let the float bowls fill up with fuel. Let it sit. If it hasn't been started for weeks on end, by all means, let it sit for a minute with the key on. If it starts from weekend to weekend, it will not be a problem. Put your foot down halfway and it'll fire right up. I'm going to show you when the car is hot and you have to restart. What happens on the restart with Weber carburetors, because you're not going to use the choke, all it's good for is setting the car on fire if the floats stick or there's a flame back to the air cleaners or air filters. So you're going to turn the car on when it's hot. You put your foot all the way to the floor so that the carburetor throats can open and take in some oxygen. As soon as it fires up, lift off the throttle. But you must have the throttle fully depressed on hot starts. Crank it over and then it will ignite. Little things with Aston V8s, but I'm just an email or a phone call away. And I'm happy to walk you through everything. Well, it is not raining as hard as it was before, and I'm taking her home for the final road test. And as you can see, she is extremely comfortable. Enjoy the open roads of Germany, I'm sure. I know I would if I was there with the Aston, and I have been there with Astons. Tomorrow, hopefully, it'll be sunny in the morning, driving to work, and she'll be all yours. Okay, here we go. Cold start in the morning. Should we bang the dashboard? Or should we just rev it up? Oh, there she goes. All right, well, she's with her brothers and sisters. And we are going to do the final road test. It is dry outside, finally. Okay, well, here we are. On our way to work. The highway. She has been happy in both highway and traffic situations. I think you'll be pleased. accelerates extremely well. I also think you'll be pleased. So, I think she's ready to go. She's going back to the shop right now. We're going to clean her up and have her collected for shipping to Germany. So, next time we speak, I hope she's in your hands and you are enjoying her as I have.